we can't talk about the community without bringing on the DAO daddies themselves. What's going on, Slorg and Chemo? How are you feeling on the back of the proposal passing?
It did way better than I anticipated because we had Morton spin up a dashboard, and I think he wasn't accounting for like change votes or something. He got some of the logic wrong or something, but it was showing like 75%. So then when we saw the actual and it was like 86%, we kind of blew us away a little bit. I think one of the issues that arose is that basically we were forcing people to go from 0 to 2, which was going from DAO member to trial work group. And the trial work group process is a massive commitment, both on the side of the DAO and on the side of the individuals executing them. They would require often 3 to 6 months, and it's a very different work in public process. It's quite a lot, and like to ask people to do that with no preparation and not even allowing them to dip their toes in the swimming pool, so to say.
And similarly, on the other side of the panel, asking a community to immediately approve or whatever not, or to understand a team, a set of people that they haven't really seen the work before, right, was a big deal as well. The whole community asking for cash, and on that side, the community, right, who haven't seen anything, actually, hey, asking them to approve someone's work they haven't seen before.
I think to add on to that, it's not only to approve something that they haven't seen before and people they haven't seen before, but also a massive scope. Like I think a lot of the trial work groups felt pressure to have a really big scope to sort of justify, the entire process. And I think this brings it back a little, makes it a little bit smaller, makes it more task oriented rather than like this big, massive mission that you sort of are already embarking on without necessarily knowing what the actual day-to-day work looks like. So I think this solves that nicely, and we'll test that hypothesis.
So as far as kind of next steps and how people get involved, what is the kind of process here?
Yeah, so at the CWG office hours, I said we would need about a week. We need to call with the Cat Debt Working Group and have an intensive discussion about just the nature and some of the minute details. And yeah, once we figure that out, we can publicize things and then we can get the ball rolling.
In the chat, do let us know what kind of new work groups or grants would you like to see made that could potentially lead to full-on work groups. And I know we have a few examples here, Chemo and Slorg, if you want to hit those.
I think like thinking on just in terms of what is going to sort of build the internal culture is a big piece, and also it build the internal talent. So like starting from the interior of the Jupiterverse, like taking care of our own house, I think that's a very good spot to start.
Julian, you work very closely at CatDev. What are you seeing in terms of what people want to see?
I think right now there's a lot of ideas floating around. I think a lot more discussion is needed actually, yeah. But I think some of the ideas here about like DevRel and so on, I do see like there are some proposals in the Jupe research actually about developer working group and so on. So I think there may be some synergy there.